Hello everyone, welcome back to PD's Research Bites. Hope you have watched the previous video about types of coronavirus vaccines. In this video, let us talk about vaccines efficacy. Let us begin. Vaccine efficacy news takes prominent position in the world media. So let us look at some of the headlines. Extra data shows AstraZeneca vaccine efficacy in elderly. Russia's Sputnik V vaccine has 92% efficacy in trials. India's Covaxin likely effective against UK SARS-CoV-2 variant. AstraZeneca vaccine appears to be substantially reducing transmission of coronavirus. Israel's health data suggests Pfizer and Moderna vaccine may be more effective than we thought. COVID vaccine update, those that work and the others on the way. So before we go on to the details of vaccine efficacy, let us see the phases of vaccine research. So basically the vaccine research has lab testing, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4 stages. So let us see what is lab testing or preclinical stage. So in this stage, vaccine is given to lab animals and then safety testing is done. So before the preclinical stage, there are a lot of conceptualization and theoretical development of vaccines takes place. So after the preclinical stage or lab testing, then phase 1 trials will start. So these are randomized controlled trials, meaning half the participants will receive vaccines, half the participants will receive placebo. Placebo is a substance which doesn't have any therapeutic effect. So vaccine is given to get an immune response for COVID-19 infections. So this placebo will not have any effect on COVID-19 infections. So up to 100 participants are enrolled at this stage and healthy volunteers are enrolled in phase 1 trials. So then the phase 1, after phase 1, phase 2 trial starts. Up to 1,000 participants will be enrolled at this stage, and again randomized controlled trials. Half the participants will get vaccine, half the participants will get placebo. May include at-risk population at this stage. So some of the at-risk population for COVID-19 infections include people with hypertension, diabetes, and then elderly people like that. So safety, immune response and adverse events will be monitored at phase 2 trial, and then the important phase is phase 3 trial. Randomized controlled trial design will be used here, and up to 100,000 participants are enrolled for phase 3. Different vaccines has different number of participants. Some vaccines they use 40,000 people, sometimes they use 60,000 and so on. And for phase 3, at-risk population is included and safety, efficacy, COVID-19 symptoms are monitored. So after phase 3 vaccines, then there will be regulatory approval and the vaccines will be rolled out for use in general population. And that is phase 4. So in real world situation, the vaccine effectiveness is measured. So that is by comparing people who got the vaccines and people who did not get the vaccines. So some of the vaccines are in this stage now, and phase 4 studies are going on, especially Pfizer, BioNTech vaccine, Moderna and Oxford AstraZeneca vaccines. Some vaccines are rolled out to use in general population even before the phase 3 trials because of the emergency situations. Usually after phase 3 trials, the vaccines are rolled out for use in general population. So let us see the difference between efficacy and effectiveness. So these terms are very similar and it is used interchangeably, but in research context there is some difference. So efficacy refers to the trials during phase 1, 2 and 3, because we have seen that they are all under controlled and ideal condition. So it is randomized controlled trial, clinical trials, and then half the population, half the participants will get vaccine, others will get placebo in these trials. And for the effectiveness studies, it is happening in the real world condition. So that is in the phase 4 stage. So it is comparing the vaccinated group with the unvaccinated group. It is carried out in general population. Placebos will not be administered at this stage. But you can see that there are some studies going on in phase 3, especially studies related to this new strains of emerging strains of vaccines, and also studies on specific populations will be carried out in phase 4, like randomized control trials will be carried out. So let us move on to how to calculate the vaccine efficacy. So these numbers are very important these days because it is often reported like 95% efficacy. This vaccine is having 80%, 62%. So we can hear all these numbers. So this calculation is very simple. So let us look at a sample scenario. Here 22,000 participants had vaccines and 22,000 were enrolled in placebo group, and these are the numbers of people who did not get COVID-19 infections, and these are the numbers of people who got positive COVID-19. So in the vaccine group you can see 8 participants got positive COVID-19, and in placebo group 162 participants got COVID-19, and the percentage of people developed COVID-19 is calculated by dividing 8 divided by 22,000, that is 0.036% in the vaccine group, and then in placebo group 162 divided by 22,000, that is 0.74% in the placebo group. So then based on these two calculations, relative risk is calculated by dividing vaccine group divided by the placebo group, the percentage who developed COVID-19. So that gives 0.049, and then the relative risk reduction is calculated, that is 1 minus, 1 is a constant, 1 minus 0.049, and then that is converted to percentage. So that is called 95.1%. So this is, in this scenario, it is closely related to the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine efficacy scenario. So 95.1% efficacy means the vaccine reduces the risk of COVID-19 infection by 95.1%. Or in other words, 95% less likely to contract COVID-19 if vaccinated. So before going into individual vaccines efficacy, let us look at some of the assumptions or some of the thinking behind interpreting this vaccine's efficacy. So it is very difficult to compare the vaccines head to head because it is not, the trials are not conducted in a similar way, and there is a little real world data to look at the effectiveness because the vaccines are just rolled out. Phase 4 effectiveness data will be coming out in the future. So trials are run very differently in different countries, different ways participants were recruited, different ethnicity, different comorbidities. There are a lot of difference of people included in the trials, and the number of volunteers enrolled also varies. The criteria used to test how much protection the vaccine offer differs, so there are a lot of differences. So it is just difficult to compare head to head. We need to go into some more details. So there is a target set by WHO for COVID-19 vaccine. This is the minimum target. Like during an emergency outbreak, we can use the vaccine if the efficacy is at least 50%, suitability for use in older adults, and maximum of 2-dose regimen and protection for at least 6 months. So now let us look at individual vaccines. So the first group, genetic vaccines or nucleic acids, or mRNA vaccines. Pfizer, BioNTech and Moderna vaccines are very popular in this group. Both the vaccines are in phase 4, it's all rolled out. So I am going to compare the vaccines based on the phase 3 trial results. So Pfizer BioNTech vaccine phase 3 trial done, it was a multinational trial done in US, Argentina, Brazil, South Africa, Germany and Turkey. But in Moderna, it is the trial is run only in 99 centers in US. So 2 doses 21 days apart for Pfizer vaccine, 2 doses 28 days for Moderna vaccine, and both the vaccine have similar efficacy. 95% efficacy Pfizer vaccine has and 94.1% efficacy for Moderna vaccine. And severe COVID-19 occurs in 10 people in this trial group, 9 placebo and 1 vaccine group, 1 person from the vaccine group. So in Moderna vaccine, severe COVID-19 infection occurred in 30 people with 1 death only in placebo group. So what we don't know about this vaccine. So these vaccines have completed the phase 3 trial, but still we don't know a lot of things about long-term safety and efficacy. We don't know. Larger population means how the vaccines effectiveness in the general population we don't know. Usually effectiveness will be lower than the efficacy because efficacy is done under the controlled trial setting. It was a randomized controlled trial. So effectiveness when it is rolled out in the general population, usually it is lesser than the efficacy, but we do not know. We will be getting the results later. So pregnant mothers, we don't know. Children, we don't know. Immunocompromised, because these are all participants above 16 years. The trial was conducted. We don't know whether it will protect against asymptomatic infection. How much it will protect against asymptomatic infection. Asymptomatic infection means infection without symptoms. And we don't know how much it will prevent transmission to unvaccinated people. And regarding coronavirus variants, the preliminary study shows that it is effective, but we need to get more data regarding the variants. Next category is viral vector vaccines. So we have here Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine and Sputnik V vaccines. So both some reports from the phase 3 trials. AstraZeneca vaccine multinational trial was conducted in UK, Brazil and South Africa. And then it was found that after the first dose itself, the vaccine is more than 70% effective, and after the second dose with an interdose interval of more than 12 weeks, it is 82% effective efficacy. And also this trial looked at various other things like reduction in disease transmission is 67% in Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, and it will protect against asymptomatic infection, and no severe COVID cases or death is reported in the vaccinated group. And there is a recent study shows that it is effective against elderly and the new variant. And regarding the new variant, it is effective against the UK variant, but I heard in today's news that it is not that effective against the South Africa variant. That study was conducted in a small group, so we may get the results of maybe in a larger group later. So there is something else also you must have heard in the news about Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, that one group of UK participants received a lower first dose and found to be 90% effective. So we will know more details about why this particular group has 90% efficacy. So regarding the Sputnik vaccine from Russia, phase 3 interim analysis, that means the trial is not completed, so results of the interim analysis. So it shows 91.6% efficacy for Sputnik vaccine, but the trial data what we have is based on the adults in Russia. So multiple clinical trials are going on in other countries including India. So you will get the report later about these trials. So Sputnik vaccine, they had 68 serious adverse events and 4 deaths during the trial and none associated with vaccine according to the researchers. So let us look at the protein-based vaccine Novavax. So overall efficacy is 95.6% and against UK variant it is 85.6% effective, and against South Africa variant it is 60% effective. So this is based on the interim analysis of phase 3 trial in UK and phase 2 trial in South Africa. So we have to wait for completed phase 3 trial results for Novavax. So let us look at the inactivated vaccine. These vaccines use killed coronavirus. So Sinovac, otherwise it is called CoronaVac, and Sinopharm, both vaccines are from China. So these vaccines, there are some reports about phase 3 trials. So multinational trial regarding Sinovac conducted from Brazil, Turkey, Indonesia and Chile with 25,000 participants including healthcare workers. So the healthcare workers group had overall efficacy of 50.65% and 78% for mild to moderate and 100% for very severe cases. So the main goal of vaccine is to prevent severe coronavirus infection, hospitalization and death. So if the vaccine is 100% effective against severe cases, so that is a positive sign. But there are some contrasting reports regarding Sinovac. Turkish trial shows 91.25% efficacy, but the Indonesian trial only showed 65.3%. So maybe more details will come out regarding Sinovac trials in future. And Sinopharm, there are some interim results says that UAE trial interim result shows that it is 86% effective. So more reports are awaited regarding Sinopharm vaccines. So this is the first single dose vaccine. It's a vector vaccine from Johnson & Johnson, Janssen vaccine. So this vaccine was tested on 44,000 adults and then overall it shows 66% in preventing moderate to severe disease. So what to look forward? So I have only reported the results from some of the vaccines phase 3 trials, and then what to look forward is results of ongoing phase 3 clinical trials of Covaxin and Covishield in India. Covishield is a collaboration vaccine with AstraZeneca, but then there is a phase 3 trial going on in India. So we will know the results shortly. So Covaxin also phase 3 clinical trials are going on in India. Then we need to get more details, real world data from Pfizer, Oxford AstraZeneca and Moderna vaccines, and also they are also trying out in specific population group and against specific strains, etc. So you will get more details about these vaccines, efficacies and effectiveness, and then full published trials we need to get from Novavax and Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and there are some vaccines are still in development. You will hear about them in future. And another important thing we all will be interested will be about effectiveness in variants, how these vaccines are effective in variants. So variants are reported in different countries, UK variant, South Africa variant, there is Brazil variant. So there are multivalent vaccines also develops that include several strains of coronavirus. And there is a very unique study currently going on in UK. So that is the world first trial to establish the efficacy of giving people different vaccine. So first dose one type of vaccine and second dose a different vaccine. The trial is going on. So the results are awaited. And we would like also to get more data from Sinovac, Sinopharm and Sputnik vaccines. And then you will hear about new vaccines, trial reports, etc. in the future. these are some of the references from top medical journals like British Medical Journal, Lancet, New England Journal of Medicine. I also referred to some information from different media, websites, etc. So if you like this video and if you find this useful, please share and subscribe. And then I'll be definitely coming up with the updates of vaccine efficacy, because lot of trials are ongoing and the results will be published. So we need to have updates in future. I'll be also having some videos regarding weight loss, research evidence regarding some of the weight loss interventions and some of the interesting things like that. So please share and subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.